Oh, right, we are building the garrison down here. Yeah, we did get the garrison over here, so it's now level 2 for at least, so that's going to keep the enemy busy a bit longer in here. Which is going to be good. Is this... Hold on, right? No. Never mind. Why is this... Oh, it's just grass flats there. Okay, so not necessarily the best terrain for a fort, but at the same time, the kind of geographical location isn't too bad. Well, I suppose we can recall that diplomat. It didn't do all that much of them. Mamluks... I don't think I can improve their relations beyond... or too far for them to actually help us. What? Or not fight us, sorry. Not help us. I mean, technically speaking, that would kind of help us, but no. That is not what I'm after here. Is there any allies that I could perhaps get? Because I'm pretty sure that we got Diplo slots available. Yeah, we got one at least. We can ally Poland. That would be potentially a bit of a risky thing. I doubt they'd join me in any wars. It's the problem. And then there's some Russians. There's not that many good ally options right now. Are they fighting a war right now? No? We got a lot of allies, that's for sure. We got Lithuania as a junior partner. Yeah, I mean, Poland did fight Ottomans right now, but like, how many wars are they going to call me into, and I won't be able to call them in? Yeah, that's true. I don't necessarily want to fight the Ottomans right now either, so perhaps we'll just leave that be for now. But it's an interesting option that we have right now, at least. Okay, so it looks like the... Oh, right. All the unrest that we have is in the north. Have we gotten any more force limits? No, not yet. Well, I mean, we got up to 17 now. So it is back to the... Well, the army is back to the force limit, at least. Oh, and now there's some rebel factions again. Sardabar. We've got 3 ducats of income still. We're getting 2 ducats from the war reps. Unfortunately, that is going to end at the January next year. Bit of a shame. Idea cost and knowledge output is going to be really useful. Plus the tech cost reduction over here. Now, I do wonder, commercialization, is it, how quickly is it spreading in places? So it's 0.08 over there, 0.08 over there as well. Tabriz is also 0.08. I'm sensing a pattern here. Tehran is 0.08 and Hamadan is 0.08. Right, so it's basically the same pretty much everywhere. There we go, we got the 2 cores done. And over here, so yeah, it's still gonna take decades before it's done. Unless we can get more out of this. Actually, let's have a look. What sort of modifiers is there that we could maybe impact? If we get the better commerce rights, that would help. Burger power would technically help as well. I mean, that would be a multiplier. Then peasant substances would help a little bit. Or a provincial spread requirement. Owner has commerce rights at least 7. Legalism is present and peasant subsistence is below 60%. But yeah, it's just... Oh, right. The higher trade value, the faster it's supposed to spread, I suppose. How much is the trade value there? So it's only 2. Over here it's 6.6. 3.3. 1.7. And 2.5. Okay, so in Derbent is presumably going to be the highest, but I suppose it's not nearly that visible because the modifiers are so small. Now, as soon as we're done converting this one, which is probably not that far off. Yeah, I mean, we need a few more thousand. Maybe 2 more conversions? Or 2 more rounds of conversions. We did slow down the speed, though. What is needed for the higher burger rights? We need more power for them, and state reaches needs to be 40, which is nowhere near to that right now. I suppose there's one thing that I could do about it is, well, the bureaucrats are really... Oh, there's a lot of provincial corruption right now. We could expand the bureaucracy, that would increase the state reach, but at the same time, it is going to increase corruption a little bit. Also, the stability is going to drop to 0. You know what? I'm not going to do that. Okay, so we are still getting money. Unfortunately, a lot of the money flow is going to end... Oh! Mamluks have a pretender rebellion going on. Oh. And they're down to 19,000 manpower. Or 19,000 men in the army, at least. That is a pretty good improvement. How is Cairo doing? So our manpower reserve is now 16,000. And that is before the taxes. We might get a little bit higher. Although I don't think it's going to be a massive increase there. It's maybe going to get us to like 18 at most. Although that would already be pretty decent. But the fact that we no longer have a truce with the Mamluks means that we can't really declare wars, because as soon as we do, they declare war. Okay, we got up to 17,000. Right, so Cairo is 111 development. Right, it is still a massive city. Although, how much is that in... Okay, it's 774,000 residents. Oh. Yeah, we got 70-something. Or do we actually... Yeah, we got 79,000. We are the biggest in the Anatolia. But that's about it. Right, so they got the rebellion at least over here, keeping it slightly busy. Oh, and... Oh, right, now the nobility modifiers end. Right, so do we go for... Yeah, we could probably do that. So let's go ahead and remove the... Is it this one? Yeah, that is going to reduce their influence. Also, the power is potentially going to be reduced. Although, I suppose there would be other options as well that we could perhaps do. Expensive Court doesn't really do that much. Then there's the monopolies. Gives more money to the nobility, but that's about it. Then there's the autonomous holdings. Which actually, if we start reducing this, that's probably 40 loyalty that we'd be losing. We could probably recuperate that fairly easy. With the various, well, support functionalities that we can do. Let's have a look. How much would that be? Going to level 2, so yeah, it'd be 40 loyalty is a little bit points. It's going to reduce the autonomy from nobility by 10%. It's not going to have that big of an impact on the corruption necessarily. The base hierarchy goes down, welfare goes up actually by 2. At least momentarily. It's not necessarily going to be permanent, but like, yeah, that's actually going to be really helpful. And that is going to reduce the power, which means that they'll have a little bit less influence, hopefully. Right, and then let's do the support things so we can get the strategic marriage again. What else? Tenant abuse would increase the stability, so we can do that one. Concessions, we could do that one. It's going to cost us a bit of prestige again. We can probably do that though. Oh, and it's going to get us the +2 stability. Ooh. That's 10 loyalty, and then we just need to get a little bit more. I mean, we don't actually have to, but I'd like to get a little bit more. Unpopular relatively, I'd rather not do that. That's a bit expensive as well. You know what, we could probably just go with this. Or we could hold the celebration. That would get us a bit of the prestige back. Also get a bit more stability, so that it would not drop back down to +1 immediately. You know what, I am going to do that. It's expensive, but it is useful, and it's going to get us to 35% loyalty again, which means that we're not at least going to get bad modifiers from the loyalty. Yeah, we do kind of want to save the money, but at the same time, you know, getting the prestige back up a little bit is going to help with the legitimacy, for example, and a few other things. Oh, there's... Oh, right, Damascus is beating down the rebellion there now. And they surrender. So, Sardabar, are you... Yeah, you're not allied to anyone. I'm not going to declare war on you. I would like to, but I know that as soon as I do, Mamluks are going to declare war on me. Right, so we did a bit of investments again. Let's have a look at our capital over here. Did we get anything in there? 4 targets for farmlands, a little bit industry and academic. What about Derbent? A tiny bit in academic. And Tabriz probably got a tiny bit in academic as well. Yeah, and also a bit of forestries. Representative of war? I don't think they are. No, they're just moving the troops around here. They probably were beating back a rebellion or something, I don't know. They got the troops in there. Right, so the income has indeed dropped to like 1.5 ducats per month. But it's still better than nothing, and the inflation is also slowly dropping down. We got over 500 development now, though, which is quite impressive. We got, what, 28 in stability still. The Brent is only 9. It's a good thing that it went up to 5 urban development at one point or another, so we could unlock the luxury clothing and... Well, I suppose we can't get carpets in here, but luxury clothing in here is probably going to make quite a bit of money. Actually, can we have a look? Luxury clothing real quick. How much does it make money in here? It's making over a ducat. Although the labor cost is... Well, it's actually not that bad. It does have to buy a lot of fiber. The production isn't, or production output isn't that massive, but it's still pretty good for, you know, keeping the needs met over here. Plus, it's actually, yeah, the luxury price is starting to drop down a little bit. Right, so have we got on the... Oh, there's still 4.9 there. Actually, there is one thing that I could do, perhaps. If we support the commerce, means trade efficiency is going to drop, the commerce production inefficiency is going to be much better, and commerce production in all provinces is going to increase by 15%. So that is actually something that we can do, and that might get us to the required value over here, although it's probably going to have to wait until next year to actually calculate that. But that means that we might start getting the commercialization in Tbilisi already, and it might start taking quite record numbers in there, quite frankly, compared to the other areas. Let's just keep on claiming some provinces in here, so that we can potentially expand down here. If we could reach the Antio, that would be pretty nice. At least the harbor is done. Is that? Oh yeah, it is. Right, so has that had an impact on the autonomy? Maybe a tiny bit. Although I doubt it's actually had that much. The rent is still 97, so yeah, it's just, we need to get some pathing in here as well. Otherwise, we're not going to get it far. I mean, Karteli, that is level 2 pathing already. Imereti is 2. That's only 1. That's only 1. Like, the communications over here, well, actually, it's only moderate over there. It's even worse over there. So, yeah, we might need to build some roads in here. Of course, they are bloody expensive. At least Chechnya is almost converted. I'm pretty sure that this is potentially going to be the last one. I believe it is. Because it's double conversion. Then we'll just put in one in Derbent. We could actually probably put somewhere else. Okay, missionaries are done. Let's send one over there. And then where should we send another one? We could actually send one over here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put in the Tara clergy. Organize the missionaries. Continue mission to 90% conversion. So they're going to continue their missions that were given to them now. So we'll get both Derbent and some Keti into 90% Orthodox. And that means that it's basically going to be permanently Orthodox. Or at least until someone else conquers that, which at that point we probably won't be around seeing it anyway. Right, so we've got 17,000 manpower now. Oh yeah, we got manpower or the force limit of 18 now. How is our training? Exhaustive drilling, so it's the plus 4% discipline right now. That's not too bad. I can live with that. Right, so we still need a little bit more for the idea cost and the knowledge output. And then we're done with that one. Oh, we're going to get the Miltech. Cavalry shock, land morale, that sounds lovely. Although now the cattle literacy is starting to increase the cost every level. Right, well at least we've still got an income. And, oh, has to give them 25 ducats for favours. Well, you know what, we'll do that. They probably need it more than we do. Well, although, perhaps not, but it's gonna keep them happy, and it might actually allow us to, no. We still need 12 points, okay. We're getting closer. At least we've got a lot more military power over them. But it's just the economic base needs to be higher, and the distance between borders is the biggest problem here. So technically speaking, if we had a war against the Genoans, that would be... Oh, Genoese, that would be nice. We have enough favours to ask for money. We could probably ask money from Trebizond. 27 ducats. There we go. And everyone's happy, except Trebizond. Yeah, we got 110 ducats. It's nothing massive, but it is a war chest to at least hire some mercenaries. Actually, I haven't checked the mercenaries. How large are they now? They do have a tendency to kind of reduce in size if you use them a lot, and then disband them. Let's actually have a look at the mercenaries now. So we got... No, it's only 4,000 there. So not great. At least they are built at 31. So it's not too bad. Yeah, only 4,000 men extra that we can get. So that would get us to 21,000. Mamluks are still... Oh, they got a truce with Kandar. Kandar is at OPM now. Are they allied to... No, they are still allied to Mamluks. Hold on, what? Oh, Genoa... Okay. No... Hold on. Was it that they are no longer considered as a rival, or that they're no longer valid? No, they are no longer considered as a rival. Right. Yeah, we might have to use the mercenary idea group or something. Right, so, that hasn't still... Oh, hold on a minute. It's got the trade value now, but it's not actually getting the commercialization yet. Well, that's a bit of a bummer. Chinese war conquest. I mean, technically speaking, fighting against them would be possible, but they got a lot of allies, and the fleet would be very much a problem. Now, technically speaking, I could get a claim over here, but I don't have that yet. Or if we were to get, like, a Kaffa would be a nice place. That would basically allow us to vassalize Theodora. But I don't think that's really in the cards right now. Won't get in time. Probably not. Like, we'd be able to transport a few units at least over there and seize down. And yeah, we could have the troops over here. Well, I suppose, yeah, if we had the troops over there, we'd get to Cherkio and then through Crimea to Kaffa. That's a possibility. And of course, there's the Tana over here. Oh, that is another important center of trade. Speaking of which, have we got on any extras? We haven't got any extra traders, but like we got that one's an important center of trade now. That one's important. That one's important center of trade. That's a minor center of trade. That's not in our territory, but it's a minor center of trade there. So I think the problem is that this area isn't really trading with a center of trade that is in a different node. So we're still not getting the commercialization spread into here. Whereas over here in Derbent, we can okay, it's 0.09 now, but it's center of trade chain. A different center of trade has embraced commercialization. That is why it's actually getting some points there. Or is it? No, I'm not going to give you military access. Okay, we'll get the another idea. That's going to get us very close to completing the scholastic ideas, which gives the tech cost reduction. Plus also the knowledge output is going to be really nice. So actually, speaking of knowledge output, how is the price of knowledge, say, in here? It's going down. So it might be overproducing a little bit, but it's probably better to overproduce it than not produce it enough. At least in my experience. If we go for the religious map mode, we should be able to see Chechnya as Orthodox again. Or for the time being, at least. It might flip over at some point. We'll see. Like, if we can get the conversions, especially north of the Caucasus Mountains, done so that the province is going to start converting to our culture, that'd be quite nice. Because that would allow us to... Well, it would reduce some of the unrest, I presume. Right, so is that... Yeah, that is still Orthodox. How large of a margin do we have? Well, not... Oh, right, we don't actually have a margin anymore. Oh wait, no, that's the rural population. No, total population, yeah, we do have a little bit of margin. Not much, mind you, but yeah. It is still Orthodox. Alright, actually, we didn't want to close that one. Let's see, so we've got 1.4 ducats per month income. How's the ability now? It's still 28. What about Constantinople? How much is that in terms of development? 26. Okay, so we actually have a higher development than that. Then Paris is probably one of the biggest ones as well. Let's have a look at that. It is 84. Right, well, we're not quite that far. But we'll try to get some good cities up and running at some point. Right, so now that we've got the Harbourage, I don't think it's had a massive impact on the roads over here, or the autonomy over here, so we might want to get some road upgrades, but at the same time we do need the amenities upgrade as well. Let's actually have a look. So how is the... Well, slightly over the limit for the residents, but it actually doesn't matter that much because we meet the life needs and all that, so the kind of diminishing growth hasn't really kicked in yet. Constantinople starts relatively high near 30s, but the war and then subsequent Ottoman conquest need to reduce to mid-20s. Ah, fair enough. Can't say that I'm particularly surprised by that. Right, so what does the Harbourage give for us? Embarkment costs for communications are 40%. Commerce output plus 10%. Oh. Right, that's actually not too bad. Additional effects, local ship building time and local ship repair. Well, we can't build ships in here, but that's nice to know. And then there's the force limit that we get a little bit, which is basically reduced to 10% actually. From there. So how much is our naval force limit, just out of curiosity? 4. Okay. Oh, and we lost the stability. Oh, right. Is there, There are some Lutherans already in Germany. Mostly in northern Germany. And Sweden. Apparently. And a little bit in England as well. And Wales. And Ireland. Well, that's technically England. Or held by England, at least. Go for Counter-Reformation. Alright then. So, Ottomans. You got 2 allies. Close tributary. Oh, that's now a close tributary. Oh, and that's held by Turkish. Oh, wow. Right, so the Turkish Empire is actually a lot closer to me than I expected. That's not great, admittedly. No, when is that? Oh, Commonwealth is another thing. Right. Would they ally me? They would. Don't think I necessarily want to ally them, but they would ally me. I don't suppose I can get any claims in here yet. No, I need to get to 60. Despite now with the Sardabar to be able to do that. The Mamluks, I'm hoping that you would get busy with some other wars so that I could do a war of my own against Sardabar and capture some more lands to the east. Kind of try to get myself a little bit more land that you can then burn in the next war that you'll be declaring war on me anyway. We've got 16 manpower as a reserve, so we got a pretty decent situation regarding that. The force limit has dropped a little bit. Oh. Mongol separatists. Ossetian separatists. Oh. Okay, so Ossetia might actually expand in this war again. Or in there again. Oh. Oh. All Arvelian provinces will get -2 unrest and plus 10 production efficiency for 10 years. Of course, production efficiency doesn't really matter that much in this mod, I don't think. Unless it's made into something else. Is that? Hold on a minute. Right, just these provinces. Ossetia will triple its size through the game without a war. Kind of. Oh, now we got the spy network to get the claim. So we'll claim Com. I don't think we can actually claim any more provinces from them, can we? Unless we start claiming... I don't think I can actually claim there. Arcadia does have a claim on that one, though. That could help. Oh, and then Fadl is on... Oh, the independence guaranteed by... Oh, right. So if we were to declare war on you... Show superiority... Oh, right. That is actually quite a bit of enemies. I don't want to fight all of them at once. Right. So we're not going to do that. We've got one separatist faction right now. That's only in Kurdistan. Which I believe we are suppressing already. Yes, we are. But at least that's fairly well dealt with. How's the corruption doing now? It's still slightly sliding down. Admittedly, it's not going to go further down. Probably started by quick war-ish. Mongols didn't quite attack, so kind of have a window. Possibly. They don't have armies in my border, at least, so it's a possibility. And they might be waiting for this piece to be done, which would be another 5 years, so that they'd be able to get another ally into the war. So how's the... Okay, Caraconian still has a massive liberty desire. Do these have any forts? That does have a fort. This one does not. True, they have less allies than last time, and we can always put in the thing from the nobility. It would be reduced cost for all the provinces with the Holy War. They only have 8,000. I don't need to call in Trebizond for this. I think it's just going to be me and Ossetia against them. And we should be fine. Trebizond, I'm just going to keep Trebizond as like a separate ally that is going to help me in defensive wars. We've got 24, well, Caraconians in those numbers. How much do they have? 3,000, so it's 21,000. Oh yeah, that makes sense. 21,000 that we have. Oh wait, no. 21? Really? Have they got on 1,000 somewhere? Oh, right, I'm miscalculating it, aren't I? It would be 24, so is the... Am I miscalculating something, or is there an army missing? Oh well, yeah, we could probably do the war. We could either take all the claims. We could go for the whole... Right, so it doesn't... It's all provinces... It's gonna be easy to get the Taking War score on this war, I reckon, so yeah, we'll just go with the Holy War. The Mamluks like doing that one, so might as well do it ourselves. And to siege down that one real quick, we could go for that one perhaps, and then slowly... Well, right, if we take that one, we'd have to take that one as well. We'll go with medium looting. If we could get at least these 3 provinces, that'd be nice. We don't have a lot of options to go in here right now. I'm hoping that we can do the war quickly, so that we don't lose too much manpower, because if we do lose a lot of manpower, then that's going to be really bad for us. I'm hoping that with the sieging that we do here, we're going to loot a little bit more cash. Maybe get the either pathing or just start saving for the amenities. Yeah, it's going to get de-sieged, but I could at least get some loot out of there. On the other hand, we are wasting some manpower over here, standing on the attrition, or attritioning over here without... You know what, yeah, we're going to go into Com. And then we're going to go over here and capture, or take Markazi and then go over here. Or if we can find the enemy army somewhere, which is a possibility. Might even be on this side, to be fair, but Karakayunlu is not going to be doing anything. Not yet, anyway. But that does kind of mean that since their liberty side is fairly high, or really high, rather. Actually, is there been any developments in that? Not really. It's still a bit pretty bad. It's slowly improving, but it's just very slowly.